All right. So, if the graph of f of x is 4x and it shifts 5 units to the right, then what would the equation of the new graph be? All right. This one right here is, to be quite honest, one that we didn't get to talk much about on exponential graphs, but we talked about on transformations. Okay? And so this aspect right here of shifting something to the right, all right, so we have our graph. Which axis is the left or right graph? Huh? The x one is our left or right, correct? Okay, so this is our left or right axis. And so therefore, by process of elimination, this is our up or down axis. Okay? And so even though we didn't discuss much with dealing with the exponentials graphs, we did discuss transformations on, and the one that we talked about the most was absolute value, which you do have on here, absolute value graphs. Okay? And so talking about what's going to have to happen to make it shift left or right. Now, there were some weird issues that happened with moving left to right. Anybody remember that? It was the opposite of what we thought. Something moves to the left whenever it was positive, which we would think it would go to the left if it was negative, and it would move to the right if it was negative. Up or down held true to us. It would go up or down if it was a plus sign, and it would go left or it would go down if it was a minus sign. And so now we're talking about this plus or minus on what? And so if I look over here at the equations, I have the equation f of x equals 4 to the x power. And so what you're going to get when you graph that is you're going to get something that comes like this on your graph, if you graph that in your calculator. All right? And so there's several things that you can do here. Problem solving is the key. All right? You have 4 equations right there that you could put in your calculator and see how they change. And you could start doing some estimations there. Or you could understand the logic of the transformation rules, and that since it's going to go to the right, that's going to fit with the x, and so therefore I look over here where my x's are, and I look for one that right is subtraction of 5, and so therefore it would be that one right there.
Yeah, I just forgot about that.
And that's why we just did what we did. All right? Now, once again, this is going to hold true for everything that you're going to do transformation-wise, so make sure that you don't bypass this. So when you watch this later, this is a rule that you need to know.